In the name of Allah, the most merciful and the most gracious. Student, we are doing chapter number 16 and our second topic for today is muscles and the structure of skeletal muscles. So first of all, there are three different types of muscles according to their position, where they are located, and according to their different structures and their functions. So first of all, there are smooth muscles, then cardiac muscles, and then the skeletal muscles. All of them have different structures and they have to perform different functions, and obviously they will be found in different organs of our body. For example, the cardiac muscles, as their name indicates, they are found in your heart. Then the smooth muscles, they are found in the soft organs like in the visceral regions, in the membranes of small intestine, large intestine, in the stomach, and so on. And the skeletal muscles, which are found joined with the skeleton of your body. So in this diagram, the structure of all three types of muscles have been shown, which can make it very clear that all the three types of muscles have a very different and very specific structure according to which they will perform their functions. So we will talk about them one by one. First type of muscles are the smooth muscles. These are distributed widely through the body and they have a variety of the functions. These type of muscles or the muscle fibers which are present in smooth muscles are spindle shaped. Spindle means they are cylindrical somehow and pointed at the ends. And one nucleus is present per cell, which is located in the center of the cell. Smooth muscles do not have striated shape, means they do not contain the strips. They contain the non-contractile intermediate filaments, means they do not have the sarcomeres, which are the contracting structures, and of course they have the involuntary function, means they are not under the control of your will. You cannot control the movement of the smooth muscles. They are found in the digestive system, in the reproductive system, in the urinary system, and in blood vessels. In this diagram, the smooth muscles have shown very clearly their spindle shape and one nucleus per cell. Then comes the cardiac muscles, which are of course related to the heart. Cardiac muscles are found only in the heart, and these are the striated skeletal muscles, which means they contain the strips. The cardiac muscles are branched extensively and they are interconnected, and the speed of the contraction of cardiac muscles is intermediate, means it is in between the movement or the speed of the smooth muscles and the skeletal muscles. These muscles are also spontaneous or involuntary in their action, means they are not under our control. We cannot stop the movement of the cardiac muscles, or we cannot initiate the movement of the cardiac muscles. And the structures like myofilaments, which we will discuss in the next topic, Yes, that is not organized into sarcomeres, but it has light and dark bands. Cardiac muscles are the most modern type of the muscles, and these are found in very less organisms. In the diagram, you can see the structure of the cardiac muscles, the cross striations, and the myocytes, which are the cells, and the nuclei, which are situated near the center of the cells. Now, the most important type of the muscles are the skeletal muscles, which have different features, and these are very important as the skeletal muscles help in the voluntary movement of different parts of the body. First of all, these are the regular striated muscles, which contains the strips, and these are organized into the unit structures called the sarcomeres. The shape of the skeletal muscles is spindle shaped or cylindrical, and many nuclei are present per cell, means one cell contains more than one nucleus. The speed of the skeletal muscles may vary from slow to rapid. The skeletal muscles form about 40 to 45% of the total body weight, and human beings has 430 pairs of skeletal muscles, but out of 430, most vigorous movement is produced by 80 pairs. These type of muscles provide strength and protection for the skeleton and enables the bones to move and provides the maintenance of the body posture against the gravity. The skeletal muscles provide both static and dynamic work. Dynamic is when the locomotion and positioning of the body segments is being done, and the static work of the skeletal muscles is to maintain the body's posture. Now you can see in the diagram the skeletal muscles and their ultrastructure. This is not basically the ultrastructure, but you can see the more detailed structure. Skeletal muscles are composed of muscle fibers, which are composed of blood vessels, connective tissues. These fibers are long and cylindrical and multinucleated, and they have a smaller diameter. For example, 1 millimeter to 4 centimeter in length. Now if we see the parts of the skeletal muscle, these may be epimysium, fascicles or the muscle fibers, which epimysium is the next structure that will surround the muscle fiber, perimysium, endomysium, sarcolemma, T-tubule, microfibrils, myofibrils and myofilaments, sarcoplasm and sarcoplasmic reticulum. Now this is the microscopic view of a skeletal muscle fiber. The structures which will join the muscles to bones are called tendons, and when bones are connected to bones, they are called the ligaments. So here in the diagram, a bone is shown to which a muscle fiber is connected, and the joint that is formed here is called a tendon. Then the outer layer which surrounds a muscle fiber is called epimysium, and the layer which surrounds a muscle fiber or a fascicle is called perimysium. In between different muscle fibers, there are different blood vessels like capillaries and veins. And endomysium is a layer which is present further in the muscle fiber cell. Muscle fiber is actually the structural unit of the skeletal muscle, which further contains the myofilaments, and myofilaments further will contain the actin and myosin, two types of proteins. So the first layer that surrounds the whole muscle fiber is called sarcolemma. Sarcolemma is the layer that surrounds the muscle bundles of the fibrils enclosed by the muscle cell membrane, whose structural unit is a small contractile unit called the sarcomere. The myofibrils consist of smaller contractile units, which I have told you are called the sarcomeres. Now we will see the structure of an individual sarcomere. It contains basically the two bands, A band and the I band. A band stands for anisotropic band and I stands for isotropic band. A band, as its name indicates, it can polarize light, so it is also called a dark band, whereas I band is the lighter band. Now A band is further dissected by a dark line that is called H zone or Hele zone, and the H zone is dissected by a line that is called M line. On the other hand, the I band, which is lighter band, contains a dark line which dissects it, is called Z disc, or also called the Zevician disc. This I band can isotropic band which can accept the light and shows its results. So I band, isotropic band, cannot polarize the light. This diagram is of a sarcomere, which is the contractile unit of the skeletal muscle, and it has its own identity. Now in the next topic we will see the ultrastructure of a skeletal muscle or the ultrastructure of the myofilaments. Till then, thank you and Allah Hafiz.